Easy ways to boost your Pinterest following. You want to grow your following on Pinterest. Doesn't everyone? For bloggers, entrepreneurs, and even large corporations, Pinterest is a game changer. It is amazing how many businesses and bloggers are utilizing this free marketing goldmine to great effect. Your online business is missing out, big time, if you aren't making use of Pinterest. Especially since Pinterest is one of the most popular social networks. In the same way as other platforms, more followers equals more credibility and authority. However, in Pinterest's case, a visual search engine, it means a great deal more. What are the benefits of building a following on Pinterest? Aside from the huge user base of Pinterest, there are many reasons to focus on this social media platform. Become an authority in your niche and build credibility. A rapid increase in traffic to your website. A rise in email subscribers. You can get free marketing for your business. Increased income and profits for your business. Would you like to increase your Pinterest followers and enjoy the benefits that go along with it? Of course you do. So let's take a look at proven strategies to get more Pinterest followers. How to get more followers on Pinterest. 1. Be active on Pinterest and engage with others. Making friends with the Smart Feed is part of the secret to Pinterest success. Followers will flock to you if you outwit the Smart Feed. A pin scheduler like Tailwind can help you gain followers and increase traffic to your blog. On Pinterest, though, being present and engaging physically is key to achieving success. Your Pinterest ranking will be solidified if you do this. What are some ways you can be active and engaged on Pinterest? Pin on a regular basis. Re-pin from the Explore and Trending pages. Manually pin other people's pins. You should follow the boards that appear in your feed if they are relevant to you. Check out your pin activity and re-pin what others have pinned of yours to engage with Pinterest. You can find your pins by scrolling through your pin activity and looking at each board. You can re-pin your pins to your own boards or group boards, provided the pins are relevant. Note: are you not yet a member of any group boards? There are plenty of groups to join on Pingroupie. Also, you can start your own group boards, we'll describe how later. You will be able to show Pinterest that you are physically on its platform by using these strategies and that you are not a bot. As a reward, they will show off your pins more frequently. When that happens, followers begin to accumulate. 2. Follow the followers of your competitors. You'll be waiting for a long time if you sit around waiting for followers. The strategy of strategically following your competitors' followers is a powerful way to get followers. Chances are, if they followed your competitor, they probably will follow you as well. Identifying competitors quickly, using the search bar, find terms that are likely to appear on your competitors' profiles. You might search for blogging tips if your content is about blogging. You will see 4 options. Select people. People who have blog, blogging, or a related term in their profile will be listed under people. Start by going through the profiles of your competitors one by one. You can then follow their followers, and you'll find that many of them will follow you back. Simple as pie. However, don't overdo it. It is better to go slowly, maybe following 20 people a day so that Pinterest doesn't get suspicious and close your account. 3. Make use of the search bar. There's no denying that keywords on Pinterest are invaluable. Keywords are used to help searchers find information. The most important part is that they help you be found. Don't underestimate the power of Pinterest SEO. Pinterest receives 2 billion searches a month. 87% of pinners have purchased something as a result of using Pinterest. Don't you want a piece of that pie? To find relevant keywords that you can use in your board titles, board descriptions, pin descriptions, and in your profile, the best thing you can do is use the search tool. Say you write a blog about making money at home. In the search bar, you can type "make money" to find relevant keywords. You'll receive a lot of suggestions. To get the most targeted results, take a general keyword and turn it into a long-tail keyword. 4. Use Pinterest sections. There is a new Pinterest feature called Sections. This is basically a set of boards categorized within a board. Sections let you organize your pins in a manner that makes sense to your target audience. Your audience will find exactly what they're looking for without having to dig through hundreds of pins. To organize your board into sections, simply click Add Sections. You can create as many sections as you like. List the most relevant categories for your target audience at the top. 5. Use promoted pins to your advantage. A business account is likely already part of your Pinterest account if you're already using it for marketing purposes. Pinterest pros give this advice as to their first recommendation, and for good reason. Being able to promote your pins is one of the perks of having a business account. The purpose of promoting pins is to get greater exposure and visibility for your pins by running ads on Pinterest. It is similar to running Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook ads. Ready to start sharing your content with the world? Simply, go to your Pinterest feed and click the Add button. Once you create your first promoted pin, you will see your number of followers start to grow. 6. Get on the hashtag bandwagon. Recently, Pinterest changed its mind about hashtags, and hashtags now appear on feeds everywhere. Since we can no longer see re-pin counts, these are a way to see what pins are the newest and most relevant. Getting your content in front of your target audience by using hashtags is what you need to do right now. You can use hashtags by typing hash and then the keyword you want to use. You'll see that it'll provide popular suggestions. Those will be the types of hashtags users will enter into the search bar, so choose them strategically. 7. Use an old account. When deciding whether a user is a worthy pinner, Pinterest's Smart Feed takes into account a variety of factors. In Pinterest's eyes, the longer you have had your account, the more trustworthy you are. Your pins will appear more in the feeds if you're considered an established pinner. If you don't have a business account, what do? Convert any old Pinterest account you have into a business account. This will show Pinterest you're an authoritative pinner right off the bat. Create a new business account. It's going to take a great deal of hard work to build up your followers if you don't have an old account. Applying the strategies you're learning today. While it's no easy task, it is entirely possible. 8. Create your own group board. If used correctly, group boards can be marketing powerhouses. Additionally, they're known for increasing website traffic like nobody's business. Are you aware, however, that they can help amplify your following? There are 2 ways to start a group board. Create a new board. Make use of a board you already own. To add contributors to your board, click on the plus sign. What is the key to using your group board to gain new followers? Make it clear in your board guidelines, in the description, that to join, they must follow the board and you. It's a standard practice among group board creators, and it's the fastest way to get followers. 9. Create compelling infographics. It's no accident that infographics have become so popular in content marketing. Humans are drawn to them because they are captivating. Infographics are effective because infographics are more likely to be read than text. Blogs data is presented in a visually appealing manner in Pinterest feeds. Infographics stand out. The majority of people respond better to visual information than plain old words. With viral infographics integrated into your Pinterest strategy, you'll see your number of followers increase, as well as your click-through rate to your website. 10. Take Pinterest by the horns. We've established Pinterest is intelligent, but when it comes to categorizing and identifying your pins, it could use a little help. It can recognize some pin characteristics, such as color and size. However, it needs help categorizing them. What is the solution? Whenever you pin a new blog post to Pinterest, pin it first to a relevant board. Take, for instance, your pin about digital marketing. Share it on a board of yours that is clearly related to digital marketing. Additionally, make sure the pin description is optimized for keywords, so Pinterest knows what it is and what its context is. If you categorize your pins this way, you're more likely to appear when people use the search bar. Consequently, more people are following you. 11. Your profile name should be optimized. Your Pinterest followers will grow a lot faster if you're using your profile name to optimize your keywords. Make your profile name as keyword-rich as possible by incorporating 1 to 3 keywords that are relevant to your profile. This is essentially doing the same thing that many businesses do with their GMB listing or their website URLs. For instance, using something like huntingtonbeachtacos.com when the name of the business is actually Mike's Tacos. 12. Attract Pinterest followers with the right tools. You probably immediately think of Tailwind when tools for Pinterest are mentioned. There are actually more tools you should be aware of for your Pinterest strategy. Imagine it is building a house. Without the right tools, you will not be able to complete the project. The same applies to your Pinterest strategy. There are a variety of tools that can help you gain Pinterest followers. Tailwind allows you to schedule your pins for maximum efficiency. It's important to manually pin, but it's equally important to pin to your own boards and to group boards throughout the day. A pin scheduler can help with this. Using software such as Canva to design stunning pin graphics. Social sharing plugins that make it easy for your audience to share your posts on Pinterest. A social sharing plugin like Social Snap is especially perfect for Pinterest users. It lets you upload Pinterest-specific images and descriptions, among other features. For your business to succeed on Pinterest, as well as in general, you must invest in your brand. Why should anyone else invest in you and your business if you won't? 13. You should delete pins that are underperforming. Don't you want as many people to see your pins on Pinterest as possible? Typically, yes. However, if the pins you're posting aren't converting well, or they're not quality content, you won't benefit from them. As a result, you may be penalized by Pinterest. Why would you delete a pin? If there are duplicates of the same pin, but some have very low repins. There are pins from years ago that aren't in line with your brand. They aren't performing well. What are the steps needed to determine which pins should be discarded? Take a closer look at Pinterest Analytics. Tailwind's Pin Inspector lets you see which pins are performing well and which ones should be deleted. Don't hesitate to delete your pins. They can skyrocket your traffic, followers, and income. However, they can also make or break your Pinterest strategy. Your Pinterest ranking can be affected significantly by poorly performing pins. If you don't rank well on Pinterest, you won't attract targeted followers. 14. Pin only to your target audience. It should go without saying that you need to target a specific audience for your blog, right? Pinterest is no different. It's easy to forget what Pinterest requires: a profile that's relevant, helpful, and 100% aimed at your target audience. However, you wouldn't be human if you didn't find other content on Pinterest appealing and want to pin it. You can, on secret boards. Boards that are secret work the same way as regular boards. The only difference is that you will be the only one to see them. Search engines are used for a reason, right? Provide your audience with what they want. Providing outstanding content to resolve their pain points directly or to provide valuable information is essential. Then carry that over to Pinterest with your profile, boards, and, most importantly, your pins. 15. Achieve awe-inspiring branding. On Pinterest, you must take the time to create eye-catching branding. After all, it is a visual search engine. It should not be lumped in with social media platforms. Where should you focus your efforts? A professional profile picture. Attractive Pinterest graphics. A cohesive board cover. Choosing a profile picture that shows your personality and conveys your brand is important. The perfect pin will take time to create. If you want your pins to stand out right from the start, there are several ways to do it. You should use tall images. With Canva, you'll have access to Pinterest templates. Maximize the exposure of each blog post by creating multiple pins. Increase the amount of white space in your images. Choose 1 to 3 fonts that work well together. Avoid using human faces. This study says pins without faces get 23% more repins. The call to action. If you have a freebie for that post, your logo and website URL should always be included. 16. Reviving older pins. There are times when we get carried away with creating new content, and we forget about our older content. Especially if it is evergreen content that has brought us many social shares, blog traffic, and even income. It's important to keep your most popular content alive on Pinterest. Pins have an average lifespan of more than a week, compared to Facebook, which has an average lifespan of 80 minutes. A pin may take months or even a year to gain traction on Pinterest. What can you do to revive your older popular pins? Constantly repin those pins to group boards and your own boards. Pin multiple times for those popular posts. The beauty of Pinterest is that you never know when a pin will go viral. Keep providing them with your best content as often as possible. 17. Your pins should be A/B tested. The same as crafting multiple pins for your posts, A/B testing is an easy way to see what resonates most with your audience. If your followers don't repin your pins, you won't reach a lot of people. Testing your pins out is a great way to discover what works best for your audience. You can A/B test your pins in the following ways. For each post, create 2 to 4 pins. Each pin should have several variations of the headline. Try including various power words. Don't be afraid to be creative. Experiment with different colors, fonts, and images. You should give them at least a week to see how they perform. Analyze Pinterest analytics to learn how well they're performing. Final thoughts. In the beginning, growing your Pinterest following may seem overwhelming. With time, though, it becomes much easier. Pinterest has undergone a lot of changes recently. That's why it's important to keep up with the latest strategies. By implementing all or some of these tips, you'll have a flood of followers. As we've established, growing your Pinterest following will open up many opportunities. You'll gain massive authority and credibility in your niche, get massive traffic to your blog, grow your email list, and turn your business into a money-generating machine.